Hey, Vollara reps, if you are landing a large school deal, it's a municipality, so we can do what's called equipment financing. And say you have this deal is a $510,000 sale. The person that was talking to me about this morning on our call, so we just don't have a line of credit large enough to handle that, and then it takes weeks, usually typically 8 weeks, for them to actually get the money to you. So what you want to do is, instead of trying to fund it yourself, if you don't have a bunch of commercial properties you can put a lien against and get a line of credit, we can take all that weight off yourself, and we will just work directly with the school or the church or the city, and we do equipment financing on the we'll do purchase order financing or equipment financing, whichever they want to call it. There's kind of two different programs, but basically the purchase order, once you get a contract from them that says we want to buy $510,000 worth of these boxes, we'll take them all. You can get the technology in the school, was what the rep wanted to do, protecting the kids immediately, and we'll deal with them. It's not dealing with your personal line of credit. You got to pass some credit muster. But basically, we'll go to the school, give them a municipal application. They'll give us 2 years of financials. Very easy to get them approved very quickly, and then we'll finance the full 510,000. So in this case, they could stretch it over 8 years, or 7 years, or 5 years, and their first payment wouldn't be due till 12 months, which would be, if they did the 5 year, at the end of the year they would owe $109,950. Okay, and there would be a processing fee, 685 in each of these cases, but very low rates, and they can stretch as low as 8 years to have their payment be either 72,000 due 12 months later on an 8 year term, 81,000, a little bit more for a shorter term, 7 years, or instead of the 72 or 81, they can pay 109,000 and do it over a 5 year term. Now, most of these schools are going to get grants or government money or something like that, so they're just going to pay this thing off. They'll probably be, if the banks don't, they loan you this money because they want to make interest over 8 years. Now, if you're going to pay it off, there will be a prepayment penalty, so they can at least make their minimum on it. But if they're going to get grant money, they probably just want to write a check and pay it off 8 weeks later. So now, in this case, let's just say they say, let's do the 5 year, or even if they want to do the 8 year, let's say they want to do the 8 year for the lowest liability, but it's probably easier to get a 5 year through. It's not always done 8 years. So we're going to just do 5 years, very typical. $109,000 due 12 months later. Now, if they want to get an advance so that you can get a chunk of cash to go purchase on $510,000, let's say that at least half of that, you need $250,000 to go buy the boxes. Maybe you did such a discount so you could at least walk away with 200,000, that you're selling it at 300,000. So you need 300,000 to go get it. We could typically get you a third of it just to get you some money for boxes advanced. So a third of this would be 10% is 50,000, right? So if we did 150,000 advance, they would have to make a payment at a rate of 3.9%, or the rate factor of 21% there per year on the 150. So 150,000 times 0.21, wherever that comes out, would probably be their payment. So you could get the money as the manufacturer's rep to order them. They usually show up within 5 days from Virginia, and you can probably have them drop shipped right to that location. Okay, so we're available if you want to do that, and this is an official deal. This is a real contract. Can show you the name, but if you have a large deal that you're working and you don't have the finance, please visit us at stlpsi.com or just comment here. Thanks, bye.